How did I get the name Laren von Baron? Well, that was given to me by Jaime Alvarado um, for my flying adventures. Um, I'm gonna put my headphones on. The lady's taking a nap. Um, yeah, that was from my flying exploits. So the Red Baron, naturally having the name Laren, it automatically turned into Laren von Baron, and it was that way as long as I can remember. So that was the first one that I tried as a name, and I got that. Then I started understanding what was happening in the gaming industry. You see, the PlayStation 2 was a pretty wonderful experience. Pretty cool experience. Um, then you had these scumbags like I can't remember his name now. He ended up working for Zuma or something games. He was with Microsoft when the Xbox came out, where you had to be online all the time and sports. That guy, right? Looked dressed like a pimp with all the heavy jewelry and the open shirt and shit. You see, that's the kind of guy that took over gaming. They're as bad as any managed money market fund for like medicine. You get shitty medicine. Everything's on the minimum. That's why we had a problem when the pandemic hit. There was no extra anything because storing something extra means it costs them money, and that causes a problem. You know what I mean? When you have lateral, manufacturing going on, because they want that motor to show up from another person on time every time, and it doesn't always happen, and it just causes too many problems. Okay, top down manufacturing, that's the only way to go in my opinion. Okay, if you're going to sell electric cars, you have to make your own batteries. Musk knew that right from the get-go. That's how basically that name got demolished online, because Microsoft was fucking terrified of me. And if there's anyone at Microsoft, matter of fact, I'll say Microsoft, watch this. Okay? I still have almost 2 hours of pedophiles talking to young kids online. See, that's why they had to start all the management of online play. This is something else, okay? Microsoft, you're also aware that almost all of your players, right, and percentage wise, are underage for playing Call of Duty online. You know that. I know that. The ESRB was brought about by the gaming industry because Congress was going to start regulating you, and you didn't want that. So you created your own rating system so you could monitor yourself, and you started doing that also with, well, you need to sign up with this in order to play the game. We need your email address, your phone number, your real name, what color fucking underwear you're wearing Wednesday. It's just gotten so bad. Microsoft didn't like me talking about a gamers union. That fucking terrified them, okay? As it does nowadays. You notice nowadays when the industry screws up and there's an outpouring, they shut that shit down. Now, oh, sorry, it was a mistake. Yeah, this one engineer over here, it was his idea to, okay? That's what they do. And that's what they were afraid of with the gamers union, where we would all vote together, okay? That would be the commitment that, well, you just might not be able to play this game for 6 months. That was the commitment. If you want gaming to be for us and not for them, okay, Laren von Baron was saying this. This is what we need to do. That fucking terrified them. Next thing you know, there was no variation of Laren von Baron online on PlayStation that you could ask for. Same thing with online, okay? Everything that you could possibly have, web page, anything like that, Laren von Baron was taken. Oh, I could have Laren von Baron 13732. Yeah, bad. Because I terrified them. And everything that I've said has come to pass. Everything that I've said has come to pass. All of it. Except I thought we would be getting a higher quality visual experience by now. which still, as far as I'm concerned, hasn't happened. Okay, they're still running budgets on how much quality we're going to get as far as environments go. Games will look as good as they need to look for them to get away with it. Crying shame. They came after me with a vengeance. Okay, they had literally hundreds of people all of a sudden were anti-Laren von Buren people online on YouTube and on everywhere else, and I'm like, wait a minute, you have to judge yourself by your enemies. And if Microsoft is fucking freaked out enough to hire hundreds of people to fucking come after me, why would any sane, rational gamer come after me for saying we need to organize to protect our gaming rights? Why would there be 100 fucking people with anti-Laren von Buren pages? Why? What normal, sane person would say, no, we want less rights. We want to pay more for games for less. We want to have to give up all of our privacy rights simply to play a game. Okay? We don't want to own our games. We don't want to own our consoles. We want everything to be proprietary. We want one fucking good AAA game a year. And we want the major 3 companies to buy up every independent on the planet. So there's no imagination. And you get Madden 29 and Call of Duty 27. See? I tried to stop all that. I want you to know, I tried to stop that shit. And I got attacked. And all them fucking pussies that were supposed to be standing next to me, they've evaporated. There was no fucking help. When I said, I'll just go down and handcuff myself to the doors down here at the Capitol. Who's going to suspect this little old man walking up, with a cane? Click, handcuff myself to it. Make sure that they have to cut it off to get me out by filling the lock with super glue. Yeah. And people would say, why have you done this? This is the 3rd time you've been arrested for this. Oh, well, you see, parents don't understand what's going on online. Parents don't understand that, they don't own anything that their kids are purchasing. They don't really own it. They don't understand that they've given up your rights to privacy as well as theirs. They don't understand that, that the gaming industry is rigged, and there is more money in gaming than all movies and all music combined. When I tell that to parents, they get a blank look on their face and they're trying to do the math and they don't believe me. They do not believe me. I have to show them the numbers, and then they're staggered. I said, this is why they're coming after your children. Okay? That's why they want your kids. Because they spend. It's not their money, it's your money. That fucking terrified Microsoft. When I started talking like that, they were fucking terrified. Okay? Because any person that was with the Gamers Union that wasn't an adult had to have an adult read the agreement and sign it for them. That was one of the stipulations. That terrified Microsoft that parents would be involved. Terrified them. I have 2 hours of the most disgusting, hideous audio that you could ever imagine of guys talking to young kids as young as 9 playing Call of Duty. Of course, it was a long time ago when I started this. One of the reasons that prompted me to start that whole project was because of that event. And there was, I'll tell you, the majority of guys in there were like, dude, why are you asking this kid this question, man? Get the fuck out of this room. Get the fuck out. And people banning people like that. It was bad, okay? It was a place to victimize in the early. And that's why Microsoft had to get their little monitors. You see, this is the problem with the monitors. Then they got all power hungry and were just banning people for no fucking reason whatsoever. "17 or older to play Call of Duty online." How many people do you think are out there playing Call of Duty that aren't 17? You tell me. Huh? Microsoft does that. That would put them out of fucking business, and Call of Duty would not be a profitable business if they followed their own rules. And that was, they are the ones that formed the ESRB to monitor themselves. That's the fox watching the henhouse. So if you're listening, Microsoft, consumers really aren't fucking stupid, okay? Your problem is the majority of gamers are now maturing, and sooner or later, this is going to come back to bite you in the ass. They are going to organize. Right now, they're loosely organized into groups, okay? But one day they'll all come together, and your fucking candy, cow milking days will be over.